Uma Musume Pretty Derby is ruining my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I meant to be doing as consistent as possible uploads for this channel, but the 1-2 punch of a busy season at work and this damn game has made 5 months go by without any upload. I had stuff planned. I was making good progress through Stellar Blade. I was going to make a video about my progress getting better at fighting games through Granblue vs. Rising. I was going to make a video about Silksong when that came out. I haven't even bought Silksong. Why? Because every moment of downtime between work and social obligations is spent thinking about or playing this game. This is the first game that's consumed my life like this since, actually it was Mega Strikers when that came out, but that game unfortunately couldn't hold a player base. But other than that one, it's been since League of Legends when I started playing back in 2013. It's been over a decade since I've had an obsession this strong that's stopped me from playing nearly any other game. On top of that, I've dropped more money on this game than I'd like to admit. It started off with, oh well, it's fine if I drop money on Kitasan, that card will last literally years. Then I went, well, if I have Super Creek, I can borrow whatever I want. Now it feels like if I have any FOMO on a card or character, I'll open up my wallet, and that's definitely a problem. But oh well, at least I'm having fun, right? Well, yes, but actually no. But actually yes. I'm a fan of roguelikes, and in this case, roguelites. This game definitely scratches that itch. I definitely like seeing numbers go up, and that's basically half of this game. I love watching the races, though it seems in my need to grind as fast as possible in this game, prepping for CM after CM. I've stopped watching the scenario races, which is kind of a shame, but at least I'm watching the CM races, and that's mostly covered for that. I love the characters and their stories, and you better believe I play through all of their scenarios the first time I get a character. The problems for me lie in all the RNG and pain that brings. Spark farming has to be one of the most torturous experiences in gaming. Like, what do you mean she has 1100 stamina, but you gave me 1-star guts? And why won't any of you give me groundwork as a spark? Oh, and thanks to the balance update, now I need even more sparks to make frontrunners work. Then don't get me started on doing ace runs and hoping for your groundwork and distance sparks to get inherited, only for the run to go terribly if they do, and amazingly if they don't. Meanwhile, while doing parent runs, it seems like they always get inherited, and I wonder why I can't have this luck on ace runs. But for all that, I'm still having a ton of fun. I love theory crafting what I need to adjust in my deck for the next CM based on my playstyle, and which Umas, other than Mino, to use. And it feels really good seeing a lucky run come together and you end up with a really strong ace. Especially with the new update basically throwing every guide out the window, I feel like I can try building whatever I want and come up with something potentially really cool. Even though, it's going to feel a bit weird flying somewhat blind into the next CM. Still, I may have scared off anyone who wants to play this game casually that just happened upon this video. To them, I have to say, don't worry about any of that. You don't have to worry about grinding perfect stats and skills to run in a PvP event held every couple of weeks. Just have fun playing through the stories and getting the highest scores you can. That's the real charm that drew me to the JP version of this game. I didn't know what a champions meeting was or what meta builds were. I just had fun training and racing my Umas and seeing if I could beat my previous record. And that's all this game needs to be. A game that you can play casually training an Uma to beat their scenario, and then come back when the next character you're interested in is released. Just try to do your dailies, or just at least log in so you have some currency to roll on them. Uma Musume is also ruining my life outside of the game. Of course there's the anime that I've watched all the seasons of, but also the merch. I spend a decent amount of time and money at cons buying Uma merch. Figures, plushies, charms, art prints. At this point, I'm literally going to cons looking for Uma Musume, VTuber, and Teto merch, and nothing else. I used to like other things. I used to watch anime. I used to have free time. Even with VTubers, I've been watching them less and less because I'm so focused on the game, having anything other than music on in the background is distracting to me. While at cons, I'm going to Uma Musume meetups, looking for cosplayers. Also, aside, I see more Goldship and Tachyon than, anyone else. Come on, people, let's get a little variety here. But the worst part is while at these cons, there's a part in the back of my head thinking, I could just be playing Uma Musume right now. Yeah. Even while hanging out with friends, I'll have that thought, can I get one run in somehow? I even was considering going to a meetup at a horse race track. The only thing that stopped me was it being on the same day as a joint birthday party for some of my friends and I. Normally this video would be a review of the game, but gacha games I feel are a bit too hard to review. In a normal game, most of the characters, and especially the support cards, would be easily unlockable through playing the game, so that would probably naturally lower my score for the game objectively. Spark farming in a normal game would probably also be a bit easier, and it's only like this because they want you to be constantly logging in and trying one more time for the perfect parent. So that too would probably lower my score. But I don't want to lower my score. I like this game that much. I'm addicted. I don't think I can fairly rate this game. This is the first gacha game that turned me from a freemium player where I'd only buy gems when I really wanted a character, to a full-on whale. I know that's bad, and I shouldn't be spending this much money, but I just don't care. This game fulfills just the right conditions to make me hopelessly addicted to it, and has enough substance to make me feel like it's worth it to keep coming back, and to keep spending money. But as long as you're responsible, you don't have to be like me. You can just play this game to enjoy it, and even playing casually or just free to play, this game is fun. With enough persistence, you can even compete with the whales. But in the meantime, I'm going to be prepping my aces for Virgo Cup, and fixing my Team Trials team in the new Unity Cup scenario. And at some point, when I start getting really burnt out, I might go back and finish Stellar Blade, or play Silk Song, or maybe even get back to grinding to be the best Cagliostro player in Granblue vs. Rising. But oh well, that's for another time. So that's it. That's why Uma Musume has ruined my life, and why I'm okay with it. Maybe one day I'll go back to other games and make videos about them. In the meantime, if there's any Uma Musume content that you'd like to see out of me, I'm open to suggestions. So leave a comment if you have something to say, like the video if you thought it was interesting, and subscribe if you want to help me make a career off this addiction. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.